In today's video, we focus on the first American band to be signed by the British Creation Records, signed by Alan McGee, Dick Green and Joe Foster, the three men who ran Creation Records, who established it. And that band was Medicine. One of the most exciting bands that you can listen to in the genre, along with Kitchens of Distinction, Curve, My Bloody Valentine, and many, many others. These guys went for unique and extreme sonics. So today I'm going to show you one great technique that Brad Laner, the mastermind behind the band and the band leader, lead guitarist, co-vocalist with Beth Thompson, we're going to look at what distortion he came up with, which was really innovative and just really out of the box and just really out there. Incredible way to generate distortion. And if you listen to any one of these albums, Shot Forth Self-Living from 1992, the band's debut, or Aruka EP, the first single, which is Aruka is the track's actually on here, and The Buried Life from 1993, their sophomore release, which is personally, this is my favorite. It's just, with the songwriting, I think it just tips it over the edge of this one, but both are incredible listens. And 1995's Her Highness has also got some really good moments on there. But yeah, from Los Angeles, they were on the roller coaster tour, the US leg of the roller coaster tour, when the Jesus and Mary Chain, Curve and Spiritualized toured the US. Following on from their UK leg, which was the Jesus and Mary Chain, My Bloody Valentine, Dinosaur Jr. and Blur. Then they took it to America and it was Spiritualized with the Mary Chain and Curve. But for the Los Angeles gig, Medicine joined them to make it, that must have been incredibly loud. 4 monstrous bands there all together. Yeah, both on the UK and US legs, both monstrously loud bands. Incredible. And I'm going to show you Brad's sound, Medicine sound, really revolved around a tape machine like this, a tape recorder, a multi-track recorder, something really simple as this, and it was all about really maxing the inputs and outputs out. That was the distortion that he used on a 4-tracker like this. It's really nothing much more to it than that. You know, that incredibly harsh sound that he came up with was devised by just really pushing the boundaries of what a tape recorder like this can do. This is a later model, 2007 digital one where you can USB it to computers, but obviously Brad had like an old style one. I think it was a Yamaha one that he had, and but it was in the same style, but just obviously without a USB connection. And he would put a wah pedal, distortion or fuzz, and a reverb pedal with it, like this, like those three you see there, and that would be it. You know, that would be the signal. He didn't even need the fuzz that often, because he would just use the tape recorder as to produce most of the distortion on stage. He would actually carry this on stage. There's actually images of him using it on stage. Yeah. So let's hear some of those sounds that Medicine created. So basically what Brad from Medicine did for his signature distortion tone across, you can hear this across all of their discography, particularly Shop Forth Self-Living and The Buried Life, particularly those were incredibly heavy on this effect. And all it was a tape recorder like this. I'm not sure if it was a Tascam, it might have been a Yamaha, but it was the same concept, just a 4-tracker, just a small tape recorder like this. And it was all about really maxing out the input level and making sure that the inputs was put on the most aggressive setting that would clip the signal, and see that it would make the level go red like that, look. So you basically want to set up by going scrolling this around to, you know, get mic, which is the most lo-fi setting, and then they can see that this is all maxed out, and make sure that the pan's in the middle, and got it on mono mode, so that's probably better. You want it, the level down here maxed out as well, and you can see that I've got the a wah pedal and a reverb. I think Brad's probably used another distortion going into it as well, but I'm just going to demonstrate here what it sounds like just with the wah and reverb, and just using the distortion from the Tascam. So if I play something like the Pink by Medicine from the Buried Life album, it would be something like this.